Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. So I'm in the middle of a Black Demon Slayer task, and I thought this would be a great time to make my guide. So yeah, what you're seeing right now is actually quite a depleted inventory, but I'll still go ahead and make this guide. So firstly, I'm in Taverley Dungeon. The reason I'm here is because firstly, there's so many black demons, and secondly, you can place a cannon here. So definitely worth it for just that reason. I mean, the other place that comes to mind is Chaos Tunnels, but you can't put a cannon down there, unfortunately. And also, I don't believe there are any places where you can kill black demons, and it will be a multi-combat room, unfortunately. All the rooms I know of are single combat, so yeah, cannon helps you kill them faster one-on-one. Unfortunately, you can't kill multiples at the same time. So yeah, in my inventory, I had initially bought 2 pure extreme sets, one of which I've now used, one set I've used. I bring 18 prayer pots. I have a yak which contains 10, and then I have 8 in my inventory. Then I have 10 infernal urns just for picking up the ashes. Each urn holds 25 ashes, and I have a task of 238, so 10 will be just enough. And then I have my yak scrolls, my cannonballs, and then obviously I have 4 slots where I'd put my cannon. So just looking at the inventory again, so you've got my top tier with the with my pots, my extreme pots, the 10 infernal urns, scrolls, cannons. I would have 8 prayer pots here, and then I'd have my cannon here, and then in my yak 10 prayer pots. I don't think there's any in there anymore now because I'm coming to the end of this task actually. So yeah, looking at my gear, I've got full bandos in. Unfortunately, I forgot my berserker ring because I had a ferocious ring on, but that ran out of charges and I just forgot to change my ring. But yeah, otherwise this is my setup, and it's I guess it's perfect for what I want it for. If I wanted to preserve prayer, if I wasn't interested in killing them just a little fast and I wanted to concentrate on spending as little as possible, I would have bought Pros Light Top and Body and also Red Cape, give me a better prayer bonus, and obviously then I wouldn't have to use 8 prayer potions. And I certainly wouldn't have to pray dose as much as I have to right now. So when you're here, the only things you have to really thinking about is potting up as often as possible. I usually wait till my stats get down to 116 before using them, and then obviously keep your prayer up and make sure you keep refilling your cannon. So I've placed my cannon in the southwest area, I guess, where there's plenty of black demons. I always stand at least 1 space away from it, so that being the 1 space away from it. That's because every time I kill a black demon directly north of me, obviously that black demon doesn't count because it's not attacking me, but if it was attacking me and it's directly north, then the drop will fall into the space. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, as long as you're doing it this way, so you've got north, south, and you're south of the cannon, 1 space below, then you're going to get all your drops appear here, rather than under the cannon, and you don't really want them to appear under the cannon, otherwise you'll just have to keep looking under it, searching for drops, and preferably I'd like to see my drops so I know if I want to pick it up, and really the only drop I'll be picking up is an effigy, so the effigy appears at the top of the pile, so there's no effort in finding if you've got an effigy, unless you have to right click under the cannon to see if you've got any hidden drops. So yeah, that's why I stand 1 space away, and it has to be south of the cannon, where the 2 legs are like that. Because obviously, if I have it east, then you don't have your 2 legs here. You've got 1 going off this way and 1 going down diagonally, and obviously this one's just straight down. And again, you've got diagonal and straight, and then here we've got 2 diagonals. So yeah, moving on. Prayers, probably the last thing to mention. I have my berserker on so that I reach level 116 slower. And then I have to repot less often. Then I have my melee. You'll have to use that, otherwise you will get ripped to shreds here, regardless of what you're wearing. I mean, I've used Torva here, and that got ripped to shreds as well. And then I've got my turmoil, and pretty much everyone should be using turmoil, especially if you want to do your tasks fast. But I would always use turmoil. You should be making enough from this trip to warrant it. In terms of drops, I'm only picking up drops over 10k, so that's meds. Rune meds, rune chains. Those are the only 2 drops I've picked up so far. And yeah, the last thing I'd probably mention is maybe spec wep. I would bring dragon claws, but honestly these die so quickly, as you've probably noticed through this video. Sometimes when you get your claws out, you just don't have enough time to damage them before they're actually already dead. because they just die so quickly. I mean, their defense must be 0 or something, but it's ridiculously low. And yeah, so for me, it will probably take about 40-50 minutes to finish this task, which I think is pretty fast. But yeah, I think I really have mentioned everything now. Let's go through it again. So I've done the inventory, I've done the gear, I've done what I pray, I've showed you how I set up and why I set up this way. I'm using my rapier, stabbing them. Don't know if there's a preferable attack style. Obviously, like I've probably said before already, keep an eye on your prayer, your cannon, and your stats. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I am done. So thank you guys for watching. This has been my Black Demon Slayer guide. Until next time, guys. See ya.